back to the Driveway Engineer. I'm JR, and today I'm working on the Preppercycle. So it's that time of year, first Tuesday of November. Go vote, be a patriot, all that stuff. We're not here for politics, we're here to make cool stuff. It's rainy, it's cold, it's like 39 degrees and raining, so you know, most of my C10 stuff, except for the 4L80, is going to get put to the side until spring, unfortunately, and I'm going to have to work on inside projects, which, you know, include this Preppercycle, which I'm pretty sure these are dirt bike handlebars. Cool. Anyway, today I'm going to work on just stripping it down. I didn't realize I'm new to motorcycles. I mean, I've had a few and I rode them, but as far as like being a bike builder, I'm not Jesse James or OCC or, you know, whatever, whoever you like or don't like or whatever. I've had motorcycles, I rode them, that was it. I've never built one. It always seemed like fun, so here we are. I have an excuse and a reason now, you know, and where I'm going to build this. I know that a lot of people are going to look at older bikes because they're cheaper, you know, you want to ride. You're going to see some crap like this and you're going to be like, oh my God, what do I do? And a lot of them aren't going to run. You know, fortunately this one does. So that was lucky for me. But, you know, some of them don't when you're paying, you know, $400 or $500 and you know, what do I do? What do I need? What do all these wires do? It's spaghetti. I don't understand it, you know, and I get that. I really do. So part of what I'm going to do is rewire this in as simple a fashion as possible. I didn't realize that there was a whole genre of bikes similar to what I want to build here. The Cafe Racer, Brat, whatever. I didn't know what they were called until I started looking around. But I guess that's basically the style that'll be done here, because I am going to chop this frame, make it a single seater, get rid of this overhang. Most of what I'm going to do is, you know, get rid of these crappy brackets that aren't needed. I'm going to pull this battery box out and clean it up. I don't know if it's going to get reused or not. I'm going to pull the forks, get them cleaned up, pull the back tire. Just, you know, I'm going to pull everything down. I'm going to pull all the wiring off of it, clean that up. I'm going to pull the carbs off. And with no wiring and everything stripped off, I'm going to have to start buying some parts. I bought some shock mounts that'll be on the way. I'm going to have to buy. They make hoops that are already bent for this right here, so you don't have to come up with something for that. I didn't know that. But yeah, I'm going to buy one of those and get a seat on the way and stuff like that. But today, the goal is get rid of, I don't need a turn signal indicator and a tack, and I don't need all this stuff on my bike. So today my goal is, I'm going to set you guys up and we'll go to time lapse and I'll start tearing it down. If I see anything interesting, I will stop and explain it to you. So today we're tearing it down. All right, so I mean, you've watched this in time lapse. Just trust me, if you've bought one of these cheap bikes and you don't know what to do and it's not running and you got a spaghetti mess of just, you know, explosion of wires everywhere and butt connectors. That's why I said I was going to label this stuff, but I didn't. I mean, I found butt connectors in here, just, you know, bad splices. We'll start over. If you know what you're doing and if you know what a bike needs electrically to run, you're in good shape. And if you don't, just keep following along, because trust, it only needs, you know, 12 volts. It needs a trigger from the crank to the box. It needs 12 volts to the box, and it'll run. It's not that hard. There's diagrams out there. We'll pull one up and go over it together when the time comes. There'll probably be one more video of tear down and clean up, and then we'll get into the carbs. The wiring's not going to be for a while. This is going to be a months-long winter project. It's only November. I'm not going to be able to ride this thing in Michigan until like March, April anyway. So be patient, but it will be along if you're following along. And I appreciate you for watching. And like I said, these bikes, I see them all the time. I've been looking for one for my wife now. $500, $600, $400. Doesn't run, runs rough. They're really simple, people, I promise you. So we'll go through everything. This one fortunately ran, so I know that the components that it needs to run are good. The regulator, the rectifier, the CDI box, the carbs, the engine itself. And I checked the oil. I can't even find oil. I stuck this whole 6-inch long screwdriver in there and there's no oil. So it's a good thing I didn't ride it much. But these principles apply to all motorcycles, whether it's a Suzuki. All the GS series are pretty similar from what I'm finding from my research. But the Honda CB750s, the Kawasaki's, they're all really simple and they're all really basic. And you can get one and get riding for, you know, cheap. And that's what I'm after here. I'm not, you know, I can go buy a Harley and make payments, but what would be the fun of that? Like when I can be all dirty and greasy and cold in my garage in November instead, right? But yeah, stay tuned. We'll build it out. It's going to be awesome. Trust me. I think I'm going to keep, these are Renthal dirt bike bars, and I think I'm going to keep them on here. Most people do a cafe racer. We'll go to a clip-on, but I don't feel like humping over the gas tank like that. I kind of dig these Renthal bars. They're pretty cool. And I just now noticed that they are double stacked up on the triple trees. There's like a clamp on top of the clamps. Awesome. Anyway, until next time, be sure to like and subscribe for more, and we'll see you. This is JR. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at The Driveway Engineer, on Instagram, and on Twitter. You know, there's stuff that goes on in between videos, and you know, if you want to follow along, if you want to show me what you're working on, I'd love to see it. Gives me ideas, gives me inspiration. If you want to call me an idiot like some people do, that's fine too. It's all good. We'll see you.